Hi and welcome to Additive Designs. This is Bronwyn Eastley and today we're going to make a double butterfly flip card. My tutorial is based on two that I watched online, one by Linda Baldwin and one by France Martin. So the two tutorials I have combined together to make a double butterfly flip card. So first of all you'll need the card base, which measures 5 7/16 of an inch by 9 3/4 of an inch, or 9 12/16 of an inch. And what I've done to start off with is I've actually done pencil score lines to get me going. So what we need to do is we need to measure in 2 2/16 from both sides, and we're going to actually draw a pencil score line at the 2 2/16 inch mark, and then we're going to go in another from 2 15/16 of an inch here, and 2 15/16 of an inch here, and we're going to draw the pencil score lines. So what I've done is I've gone and done the score lines here just in pencil, 2 2/16 of an inch in, and 2 15/16 of an inch in on both sides. I don't know whether you can see that very well from there, but the score lines are there. It's important that you don't actually score at this stage because we're going to be doing some cutting first. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to cut two pieces of DSP with a matte backing to go on either side of the card, and one piece of DSP if you want for the center part of your card there. So both of those pieces need to be, first of all, the piece here, the matting, we need to cut two, let me just check my instructions, you need to cut two pieces for the mat that's 1 15/16 of an inch wide and 5 5/16 long. So that's 1 5/15/16 by 5 5/16. Your DSP, you need two pieces once again, one cut at 1 13/16 and the other one cut at 5 13/16. The inside DSP, that measures 5 5/6 of an inch by 3 12/16 of an inch. Okay, the next bit's really important. You don't want to be going to glue your DSP bits down straight onto the cardstock like so, because you don't want the glue to be anywhere near where your butterfly wings are going to be cut out. So for example, I'm going to be placing that through the big shot about there, the butterfly wings, and the butterfly wings about there. So what we want to make sure is that we put a couple of glue dots just at the bottom underneath this bit of DSP, a couple of glue dots at the top. We put some snail adhesive underneath here in this section, and some snail adhesive underneath there in that section. And for the inside DSP bit, we'd want to put a little bit along here and a little bit along here at the back. So we don't want any glue to be where those butterfly wings are. Okay, the next thing that we have to do is we have to place our butterfly framelit on the on the left-hand side of the card base, and we want the middle of the butterfly to line up with our first pencil score line there. The important thing is before we run it through the big shot, that we make sure that our acrylic plate that goes on top only goes to where that score line is, and then we run it through the big shot. Like so. Next we need to line up the acrylic plate on the other side of the wings, just along the edge of the other pencil score line mark, making sure that we don't cut any part of the butterfly between the two pencil marks that we've made, and we just run that through the big shot. Okay, so it should look like that. When we take that butterfly framelit off, we've got a bit cut from that section and a bit cut from that section there. And then we repeat the process on the other side of our cardstock down the bottom. So now we just repeat the process on the other side. So we're going to make sure that our top acrylic plate lines up with our pencil score line. Our middle of our butterfly die does the same, and then we just run it through the Big Shot. To do the other side here, make sure that the acrylic plate once again is lined up with that score line, and we run that through the Big Shot. Just needs a bit of help to get through sometimes. There we go. Okay, so now it should look something like this. As you can see, the DSP has lifted off quite easily from the butterfly wings because we didn't have any glue underneath those pieces there. So the next part is that we're going to actually put the cardstock inside the paper trimmer, and we're going to use the scoring tool and only score up to the cut butterfly, so don't go through any part of the butterfly piece on either side here or here. So we're going to score along both score lines right up to here and to here, score along to here and then down here, and repeat on the other side. So that makes sure that we've got the folds ready for our card. Remembering just to score along the lines to where the butterfly is cut out. With your paper cutter. Now just make sure that you you crease with your bone folder along those score lines really well. Make sure you don't get the butterflies in the way. Crease, nice crease there, and on the back. Making sure to keep those butterfly wings out of the way. And the next thing that you want to do is you want to get your eraser and make sure that you rub out those pencil score lines so you can't see them on both sides. Now obviously you might have a bit of DSP sticking up there like that. You'll just need to glue those bits down. Okay, so here we have the finished double butterfly flip card. The images are stamped with watercolour wings. Thanks so much for watching.